everybody. I was going to take this out in the field and do a little outdoors examination of it. Unfortunately, the only place I can take this would be into a public area, and this thing is not even vaguely close to any of the laws in my area for a bladed weapon. Now this is called the Wartech H-1208 Equalizer hunting machete, and it is a good looking piece of equipment. It has an extraordinarily large blade here, which is way beyond anything that's even vaguely legal in my area. It's about 1.8 pounds. It is, I think the blade is at least 8-9 inches here. So it is far beyond the limits of legality in my area. And it's not technically shaped like a classic machete, which could be a factor if you're taking it out and you're going out and working fields. But this is basically a big A knife, and it also has a trench knife type of knuckle protection here. So that's another thing that is not going to allow the authorities to be too happy with it. But it's a great thing to carry in the back of your car, because if you're remote and you need this, or if you're in a position where you're going to be out in the fields, then this would be a nice little accompaniment. I don't know if it'd be more self-defense or practicality. If sharpened, and it is relatively sharp for a production blade. At least strangely enough, it's pretty sharp on this side, but so it's pretty sharp on the head or end, but not that sharp here along the blade. It has some serrations here. It is sharp enough to cut yourself here, but not really sharp enough to cut yourself unless you really make the attempt there. It would need to be sharpened. It has a small bit of serration, of a serration here, just a little, I don't know, inch and a half, maybe an inch and a half of serrations here. So it's basically straight blade except for this slight area, which is probably not even area is even big enough to worry about sharpening. But it is a really nice piece of oversized equipment. Like I said, we'll put this in the back of my car because it is very handy to have if you're out somewhere and you need this for some reason. It is heavy enough, and I believe it's 1.8 pounds to actually use as a chopper, and that will have effect on chopping limbs off, or chopping the limbs once you get them on the ground to make a fire. So it does have practical usage areas here. It has a nylon, not paracord. It just has a little nylon extension here. They've got it sort of whipped here. It's basically a classic thing, so it could be used, I assume, if used as a propelled weapon or a swung weapon with this. I don't know if I would do that because it'd be too easy to stick this in the back of your head. But I just want to give you a quick look at this. Now the thickness here is pretty impressive as well. It is stainless steel. It is very thick at the base here, so you could use a ferro rod or something to start a fire. So it can be useful out there. So it is, I don't know, it may be a quarter to half an inch in width along the thicker part of the spine here. It comes to a point and sharpens at the end. So I just want to give you a quick look at the Wartech machete here, and its name is the H.1208 Equalizer hunting machete with knuckle handle, and this is the black version. I didn't see any other version but the black version. But also, if you're in a position where you need to defend yourself, you have knuckles here, so you can use this as a tool to fight somebody off. In case you just don't want to use the blade. Of course, if you're swinging the knuckle portion of it, the blade portion is so close that it could be very accidentally very destructive. Just want to give you a quick look at that, and I will come up with something new. Like I said, I plan to take this outside, but I figured to take this to a public area where I would be able to display it and do a video would be too much like volunteering for a night in the jail. So I thought I would show it here instead. All right, I will talk to you later, and you have a wonderful day.